50. Right. That's a line. Get the ball. Hey. Attack. Check safety. Come back.
Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
I don't need to. Let's go, Lou, lady.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a give, right side. Swift. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a ball. Baltimore first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing on second down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 17. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fleming. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. On first down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, that's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Single slot. 18, look for 18. Hey.
Throw left side complete. It's Fleming. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Let's go. Easy data. We own it. Check. Out. Switch it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch this. Ship. On train.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Swift, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Down. Get the flag. Drop deep. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shit. Check 9.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Jackson now. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
15. You got blocked. 15. Check 3. Exit. Mike, 53. Mike.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single. Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, we got 4 down. 4 down. Check.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12. Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. 31 yards there and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Here's Jackson to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
50 yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
My game. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's put that team on a bus.
Mike 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Switch. Slam. 6 guys.
Now a give, right side. Swift. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Set, hut, go to base. Here we go. Take 4. Quick.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fleming. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Check. Lucky. Watch out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They find some open field here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. This time, Jackson will throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check your hot read. Go.
Check 13.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check hot route.
And the blitz does come. On the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's our time. 15. Watch the whip. Check.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Charlie. Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. Completes it to Hardman. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Jay sets the kickoff.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He finds an opening past the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Here we go. Put it on check cover. Put it I got you, boy.
It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
Joker, 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 Joker.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Set, hut, go to base. Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check safety, check safety. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Mullins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight dog. Bang, bang, bang.
Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. It's going to be a long day.
Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Watch that. Neil.
On first down, Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. They'll run on first down. Swift. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. 30. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On first down, it's Mullins. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down, Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Yellow. 53 to Mike. 50 off. Down to lose one. Check.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
53, check 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Mahomes to throw. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That game's gone final now at Heinz Field, and the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Try to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. First throw in overtime now for Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now a first throw here in overtime. Out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? but I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
53, check 53.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This to win it in overtime. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it, that field goal attempt was a long shot to begin.